I'll tell you straight away what makes a good fighter, and it's something you can't teach anybody. Art. You've got to have art.
Well, what a man Glyn Rhodes is. What a man. I think he could come back to the Ulster Hall anytime.
I started boxing when I was 16-year-old, left school, started boxing at 16. Very luckily just drifted into a gym, not because I was a boxing fan. Lived on a rough council estate. Thought we could all have a fight. All my friends and all my mates, well, we all thought we could fight. It wasn't until I started boxing that I realised that I couldn't. And I thought that everybody else would do the same thing that we did. You know, I just thought everybody did what we did. You know, running around causing trouble, whatever. Back to long shot, Margaret. One press up. Oh, shit. Two press ups. Head back leg. Chest up, floor, not your fringe. You doing? When I started boxing in Sheffield, I think in 1976, there were probably about 4 professional boxers in the city. Brendan was the only manager trainer at the time. Since then, there's loads of gyms, loads of managers, loads of trainers. But when I was boxing amateur, what happened is you had your amateur career, and then you turned pro. And Brendan was the only guy in the town who you could turn pro with. So if you didn't turn pro with Brendan, you basically didn't turn pro. Go! You've got to be mentally prepared more so than physically prepared. I'm not saying neglect the physical preparation, but you've got to be mentally prepared more than anything. Back to long shots, head high! Boxing's like, you know, there's a couple of ways to describe it. It's like, I've heard it described as it's like ballet without the music, you know, people hitting each other, you know, it's like you've choreographed these moves that you've done for years and years, and he moves here and you moves there. And so in a way, it's a great art, but people don't see it as that. People see it as just two men getting in the ring having a fight, and it's not. If you watch the fighter, you can see how he's thinking. You know, his mind's like a game of chess. You make a move, he makes a move, he makes a wrong move, and bang.
I'll tell you, that's one thing to stop clowning. Yes, he says, okay, he really got me.
It wasn't until I started with boxing that I realised there was another world out there. You know, not everybody did what I did, and not everybody lived like my family lived, and other people's family lived. I just thought that was my world. Started boxing, never achieved nothing in the amateurs. Boxed from 1976 till 1993, which is a long time. Had 65 pro fights, boxed all over the place, boxed Portugal, Switzerland, France twice, Italy twice, somewhere I can't remember else. Got to see places that I'd never have been, just hanging around on council estate. So even though I was never no world champion, I never earned bundles of money, boxing enabled me to do things and achieve things and go places that I would never have gone without boxing.
Cheeky. Good round for Glyn Rhodes.
So the obvious choice for me were start training kids. You know, I got no qualifications to do anything. I couldn't get a job. You know, you go for a job and they say, well, what have you been doing for the last 18 years? Well, I've been boxing. Well, what experience have you got? I ain't got no experience because I've been boxing, earning my money doing. So you can't go out and just get a job. You know, you got no experience in working either. Plus, I didn't want to work. I never worked. And I think that's all any trainer needs. You just need one guy to come along and bang it away. You know, does the trainer make the fighter or the fighter make the trainer? My opinion is it's the fighter that makes the trainer. You got to try to stay 100% focused, no matter what's going off in the arena or whatever. It's like, obviously you've never boxed, but sometimes it's like the world's going a million miles an hour. And here's the world going a million miles an hour past you, and you've got to stay nice and calm. Well, that's all right when somebody's punching you in the face. So it's all right to me to say to some guy, look, relax and stay calm, and the other guy's trying to knock your head off. So you feel like panicking, so you can panic inwardly, but you've got to, on the outside, you've got to stay calm, you've got to stay mentally focused, and it ties you out. Glyn Rhodes in 3 words is irresponsible, mental case, lunatic.
perhaps has realised, maybe just a little bit too late in his career, what he could have done.
Around the solid left jabs and right hands, and Glyn Rhodes is fighting the perfect fight at the moment.
And things going terribly wrong for Neil Ferran. Decked in the first, cut in the second, and caught and knocked out in the second.
Bad knock.
He won't be that count. Billy Warner not even bothering to take it up.